Surreal. The whole thing was surreal. It's kind of like when you see that happen in a movie, it kind of felt like what you see in a movie.
The fear and confusion was real as authorities responded to the Augusta Mall this afternoon for a shooting incident. This evening, we know a victim was shot and the suspect is still on the loose. The sheriff's office tells us the victim drove themselves to the hospital as bystanders tried to escape the mall as quickly as possible. And this isn't the first time the Augusta Mall has had issues with guns. In June of 2022, someone displayed a gun in the food court, and in October of 2020, one person was killed in a shooting at the mall. RG Dick Herber was on the scene as soon as we found out about gunfire this afternoon. Audrey, what are witnesses saying they experienced inside?
People were extremely stressed and worried. They ran for the nearest exit, ducked under tables, hid in the back of stores or in dressing rooms, hoping everything would be okay.
So we're shopping around, and then all of a sudden we hear screaming, and then we look out the window and everyone is running super fast.
Fear, panic, and confusion is only some of what people were feeling as the mall erupted in what they say was chaotic.
We heard what sounded like just a pop sound, like a couple pops. And it was like the mall all of a sudden just got quiet there for a second. And it was like, I guess we were all trying to process, was that what we actually heard?
They ducked under tables in the food court and hid, waiting for the best time to escape.
Because of my niece being in a wheelchair, we can't run as fast, and with everybody running, we were afraid of being trampled.
Once they thought it was safe enough to run, they left and helped other people out too.
It was like a tidal wave of people started running from the Dillard and the old Sears area towards the food court. And as they're running past us, we could hear people saying that there's a shooting.
But while all of this was happening in other parts of the mall, people were still trying to come in, not knowing what was going on.
Nobody really knew what was going on. People were running around. There were babies, families, but there was no direction. There was no plan. Nobody knew what was going on. I did see one security officer. He was pretty he's walking around. We're like, hey, what's going on? And he just like nothing.
Making people worried to come back, wondering if it'll ever be safe again.
It's really unfortunate because we like Augusta and we like doing things here, but it's just not as safe as it was.
We are still unaware of who the victim is and who is responsible for the shooting, but we'll update you once we find out more.
All right, thanks for that, Audrey. And new at 11 to our newsroom in just the past few minutes, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help with identifying these two people who are wanted for questioning concerning an aggravated assault that happened in the Augusta Mall. And the Sheriff's Office says they are wanted related to this shooting that happened this afternoon.